Hey guys, Jessie here, and welcome back to my Young Justice reaction series. Today we're going to be moving on to Season 2, Episode 10. So on the last episode, Aqualad, being undercover, finally proved himself to the Light and kind of got inducted into the inner sanctum of the Light's council. He did that by, blowing up Mount Justice. There was some infighting between Dick Grayson and Wally West, just because Wally's worried about Artemis and worried that Dick is going too far, just for the greater good and for the mission, while Dick is just trying to stop the Light at any cost. Also, a couple other members of the Young Justice a couple of the members of the team were also captured, including Beast Boy, Impulse, and Blue Beetle. And we still haven't rescued Lagoon Boy, but Calder did put a tracker on Lagoon Boy so they can actually, hopefully get everyone back. Which should be interesting, because it feels like a lot of people are after Calder's head right now due to his direct actions, and everyone thinks he killed Artemis, and a lot of people want him dead now, and now they have his direct location. So I'm worried what's going to happen if certain information isn't told to the rest of the team, and even if Dick Grayson gives out the fact that Artemis is alive and Calder's deep cover, what is going to happen when they inevitably have to come back to the team. So yeah, currently I'm both worried and excited, so let's go ahead and jump into this episode.
Hasta pronto.
Oh! Okay, yeah, I was wondering why he didn't have the Beetle on his back. Bro, this is how he... Oh. Interesting.
If the scarab is off mode, perform a reboot.
I'd rather assess the cause of the crash, Ambassador, to make certain it cannot happen again.
No scientist. Admit it. You just enjoy playing with the meat.
It is like a dark beetle.
Well, there's that too.
I was just like, the species kind of looks like what Beetle looks like when he's all scarabed up. So that must be the guy from the power plant. He is just a dark blue beetle.
I assume it would interest you to know that in this lab we are attempting to isolate the metagene by stimulating potentially dormant powers in average humans.
But Lagan already has powers. He is Atlantean, hardly an average human.
Ah, but his powers are based on training in sorcery. Beyond that, he is an average Atlantean, is he not? Now, in this lab,
Sure.
we study humans with active metagenes and how they respond to various levels of stress.
Stress, sure.
The goal is to learn if their abilities can be extracted or duplicated.
I see. You seek to weaponize the metagene.
You never mentioned he was clever.
I mean, that's not really clever. That's just what you said. You can kind of read between the lines a little bit. You're not making superpowers for fun.
Let us go!
So it's gonna be Tim and Babs versus Artemis. Fun. Fun. I love characters I like fighting each other.
All right, get those pods open. We're on a schedule. Calderon does not tolerate delay.
Like, how far do you go in this undercover mission? Like, how many people do you hurt?
Hey, what are you... Shh. We're here to help. Why should we trust... Okay, never mind.
You know what? Not my business. Okay. So they're trying to infiltrate. But when they notice, like, 2 extra people, like, I feel like Artemis would, but again, she's undercover, so maybe that's the point.
Good. They're leading us to Lagoon Boy in the others.
How can you be sure?
Wishful thinking?
And the abductees shipment at the docks. How'd you know about that?
Aquaman
Don't worry about it, it's
the intel
fine.
While searching for Lagan.
Whoa, Ty, what's up with this fog?
Good old nightmare flashbacks.
This human beetle is a disappointment. How can he be the Reach's advanced operative on Earth if his scarab refuses to function on mode?
Then reboot.
What is the mode?
That may be necessary.
We've heard that term so many times.
Of course, we'd require a new host.
Finding another will not be difficult. Though removing the scarab from mode repair will kill this Jaime Reyes. Meat is plentiful here.
But does the Beetle care about Reyes enough to, like, not want to be removed? I don't know what his relationship with him is like. If it's out of is it a fondness or is it just out of necessity?
Affirmative. We're in some kind of docking bay. We have a visual on the new aliens, aka the Krolotayans' competitor, aka the Light's partner.
Yeah.
And we've got other company.
So I was kind of right.
It's Aqualad. If he makes us, we're over.
Stay well. He won't be looking for you. Just don't attract attention.
Because I was thinking that, what we now know as Black Beetle was going to be the partner. I didn't realize it's going to be so big.
Negative, Alpha. Make your move before you need rescuing too. You too, Miss M. Get our boys.
Our boys. This weird family.
Garfield? I knew you'd come for me.
To the rescue.
Impulse!
Oh, Impulse is impulsive.
Hold your position, trooper.
Oh. Nightwing? No. Ah, Superboy!
Secured.
Nice.
Yeah, that makes
Handsome.
sense. You know.
Docking now.
Oh, there's a lot of people who want to kill Aqualad here. Like, a lot of people. I don't like how much they're showing their faces. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. No, no. No. Don't, no. 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 I know what she does to people's brains.
Again. The link's down. I'm going in.
My heart's pounding so badly. What did she do to Aqualad, please?
Black Beetle, you're totally outnumbered. Open those doors now, and we'll go easy on you.
You will go easy on me.
Well, that's a hell of an evil laugh.
Oh, that is not a good sign.
No, it's not a good laugh. It's very evil. Oh, oh. Oh, all of his memories of them being friends. Please don't break him. Oh, well, this is how she figures out. But is she gonna kill him doing it? Because this... She always kills him while doing it.
McGann? McGann?
Calder.
McGann, what have you done? I thought he had killed you. That he deserved.
No.
I'll take mine, you take yours. Count yourself lucky, boy.
I don't feel good. Oh, my hands are like shaking. Oh, of course she is. Wait, is this the future? The weird dystopian future? Yeah, that's okay.
On your feet, slave.
Wait, that's
How it was. I mean, how it will be.
Blue Beetle.
Somehow the Reach gets you on mode, and Blue Beetle becomes the biggest, baddest big bad in history.
Don't make me tell you again.
No, I wouldn't. I'd never. Except you do. And that's the real reason, well, the main reason I came back to the past. To stop you from betraying the human race.
Wait, what?
And bringing on the Reach apocalypse.
I beg your pardon? Wait, you're just gonna drop that there?
What did you do to her?
Shifted the density of the door. Wasn't quite prepared for that, was she? But don't be jealous. I can put you halfway through the door too. Halfway. The hard way.
I don't like this guy. Come on, random kid, Stack Shock looking motherfucker. Oh, hey! Oh,
Little brother, one way or another.
he's really tiny.
Putting you back on mode. You are of the Reach and cannot escape it.
I have to. Jaime Reyes, you do not function at full capacity. Suggested tactic, grant me total control of armor and all weaponry.
That's a bad idea.
Do it.
That's a bad idea. This feels like, you know, what's going to happen. This is how you go evil.
No, can't let you win.
Come on, Blue. You might not have the power, but you got the spirit. Ow! Oh. Okay, so meta experiments have been working? Is that what I got from that? We might be getting some powered folk from this?
But Blue! We can't help him if we drown or are crushed by the pressure at this depth.
Also, yeah, he's got a cool suit. He'll be fine. He can probably breathe underwater. I don't know how this works. Oh. Well, at least he grabbed her? No, not completely the worst. Man, there's a lot going on, and I still haven't really comprehended the whole Calder thing. Well, hopefully Megan has learned her lesson.
Miss M.
I think she's still basking in the glow of victory. She totally nailed Aqualad. You should have seen it. Well, actually, it didn't look like much, but I'm sure it was very cool inside their heads.
Wait, we didn't see Nightwing's reaction to... Okay.
Repeating today's top story, a small
Oh.
group of extraterrestrials, the Reach, have arrived at United Nations headquarters in New York City.
Okay.
For more on this, we go live to GBS's own G. Gordon Godfrey at the UN.
Oh, this...
Thanks, Kat. And yes, folks.
I don't trust him at all.
Finally met some aliens who know how to get it right. This is exactly how aliens should come to Earth. Knocking on our front door, not sneaking in the back, like some leaguers we know.
He's working with the light, obviously.
Before we warn the public, they go public.
It could be worse. At least we know exactly where they are.
That's right. We know what we're up against.
I don't think you do. I think there's a lot more going on than you think. Yeah. Yep. Can we talk about the Aqua? No, we're just not going to talk about the Aqualad thing. We're not going to talk about the Aqualad thing. Okay. So that was my reaction to Season 2, Episode 10 of Young Justice, Before the Dawn. So I think the biggest thing of this episode was obviously the Megan Calder confrontation. And when it happened, not gonna lie, I was shocked. My hands are legitimately still shaking. But I have some hope that it's not permanent. For a couple reasons. Like, if this was, like, how Calder died, one, I think there would be just, like, a lot more reaction to it. And I don't think it would have been in an episode 10 of a season. Also, we've seen people come back from her mind wipe. We saw that with Simon. And obviously that's a kind of different situation because he was, you know, psychically inclined. And, yeah, just a little bit of a different situation. But I don't think this is going to be the last we see of Aqualad. I think he'll probably get better. But I hope this is just a wake-up call for Miss Martian. I think we've seen her getting more and more aggressive and more impulsive and not really thinking through her abilities before she uses them. And she's like, okay, I can do this. She is incredibly powerful, and it's incredibly easy for her to just snap a man's brainstem. And a lot of times it feels like she hasn't asked, should I be doing this? Like, even after going into Superboy's brain and trying to change his memories, and then the consequence of him breaking up with her, like, she's still like, okay, no lessons learned here. And I hope this is, like, a wake-up call for her. Because it does feel like she is finally seeing, like, an actual big consequence for her actions, where the other ones, like, the most she got was Superboy yelling at her, and no one else really questioning her abilities. It was just Superboy. So I think this might be the final thing that's just like, oh no, I went too far, and I don't know if I can come back from this. But yeah, Calder's not dead. Like, I have a feeling either it's Miss Martian or through his own willpower, he'll, you know, be able to kind of put his brain back together. I don't know how whole he'll be or if he'll be, like, changed in any way, because I feel like having your brain exploded and then slowly glued back together is not great on your, you know, psyche. But that's just something we're gonna have to see. Oh boy. Part of me feels like maybe I'm happier with this and, like, less nervous because I was afraid that he was going to get, like, stabbed by Cheshire. And this seems less permanent than, you know, being eviscerated. However, I wish there was a confrontation in this episode between Nightwing and Miss Martian. Or we just gotta see anyone's reaction to Calder becoming a vegetable. And I think, yeah, Nightwing, that'll probably be another episode. And a longer scene, probably with Wally and them, you know, talking about consequences and not letting people in on the fact that this was an undercover mission. Because, yeah, this is a direct result of Nightwing not telling anyone that Calder was basically pulling a long con, and then Artemis is still alive. We're just trying to infiltrate the light. But also on the opposite end of that, I understand, like, why you wouldn't tell anyone that your undercover agent is, you know, an undercover agent. Like, you always hear those stories in, like, real life about guys who are going undercover in, like, drug rings, and other precincts in the area aren't aware of it because you can't do a lot of in-talking, and, you know, sometimes just long operations are ruined because of a lack of communication. I have a feeling usually in real life it doesn't end up with a man being vegetableized, but you get the point. I don't think there's a direct right or wrong answer. I think it's a complicated situation because, like, even the team has had problems with moles in the past. We had that last season with Clone Roy. So, like, who do you tell besides the people that you're sending undercover? Because you know the light can make clones with perfect memory of their past lives. So I understand why you wouldn't start just telling everyone that, like, Aqualad's actually an undercover agent and Artemis is still alive and all that nonsense. So it's a complicated situation. Other things that happened this episode, Black Beetle was introduced. As naming conventions go, I feel like that's a weaker one of just being like, yeah, we got Blue Beetle. What's the evil Blue Beetle? I don't know, Black Beetle, I guess. But I kind of assumed that there was going to be like an evil Blue Beetle from the episode where Black Beetle first appeared with Sportsmaster, and you just see the gun and like a silhouette. And that gun, I think, kind of gave it away because it obviously is the same kind of design as Blue Beetles. And I didn't know if it was going to be like an evil Blue Beetle or someone who stole the tech. My problem was I am super unfamiliar with Blue Beetle lore, and I kind of knew that the Scarab was alien tech from Batman Brave and the Bold, but in this, they were talking about, like, the previous wearer who created it or modified it, so it kind of seemed like it was alien tech based, but it was created by humans, so I was kind of, like, all over the place on it. But it looks like it's some sort of technology that comes from this species of aliens that is the Croatane's competitors. So the Black Beetle is just one of those weird beetle people, and he just happens to have, like, Black Beetle armor. And yeah, they're capturing people to try to work on the metagene and weaponize the metagene. To what end, if it's just like, hey, it's a weapon, or if there's, like, a bigger plan at hand, that's where I'm interested in. I don't remember what Shimmer's powers were, though, or if she even had them, because I know she was from season 1, and if I remember correctly, her brother was the guy that they injected with the Venom serum, and he appeared in a couple episodes ago. I don't know his name, but he has, like, exposed muscle and stuff like that. But I don't think she had powers beforehand. So it seems like at least some of their experimentation had worked. So I wonder how many of the people that we saw are going to be future superheroes. And how many of them actually gain powers from those experiments. But yeah, I'm wondering if any of these are going to be, like, named superheroes that, like, I would be familiar with. There was a couple that they actually focused on more than others when they were, like, zooming up on people. One, I wonder if Blue Beetle's friend is going to be a superhero. Just because I'm wondering, like, okay, he was captured, he was experimented on, but we've also had, like, him in this episode, and then we also had him in a previous episode, and we gotta see, like, his backstory and, like, where he comes from. So I wonder, one, if he's gonna get superpowers, and if he's actually, like, a named hero from the comics. And then there was also specifically another guy, and this might just be a crazy theory out of nowhere, but the thing is, we saw him, like, in solo shots, like, a couple of times. He was always, like, one of those guys who was always in the background. And I wonder if he was just a reference to Static Shock, because he looks very similar to, more so the comic version of him, but also, you know, the old cartoon. Like, he has the haircut, he has the dreads, and he's also wearing, like, the color scheme of, like, a blue t-shirt and, like, the jacket with yellow accents, and so he kind of has the, like, Static Shock, like, color scheme going on. He kind of looks like him. So I wonder, one, you know, is that Static Shock? Because that would be fun. Or two, was that a reference to Static Shock? Or three, am I just insane? That's also a pretty distinct possibility. Okay, we got a new piece of the plan, of the Light's plan, or whatever's going on. So, okay, so the team found out about the Reach, who are working with the Light. Which is interesting, because we know the Croataneans are also working with the Light, and maybe the Light is just playing both sides. Or at least I'm pretty sure the Croataneans were working with the Light, because, yeah, Aqualad was in that one base that they ended up blowing up. But he was just kind of chilling there, so they were released on friendly terms, so maybe the Light is playing both sides. But now the Reach, when they think they're about to be exposed by the Justice League, or what's left of it, decides to, you know, reveal themselves to the public before the Young Justice can. Okay, I'm trying to think of what this all means, but I think this kind of plays into my idea of the fact that the Light is trying to discredit the Justice League in any way it can, either in international matters or here on Earth. And maybe the Light is trying to implant itself where the Justice League used to be. So, like, they're trying to get the public on the side of, like, these are the good aliens, and the Justice League are the bad aliens. This is how you're supposed to be an alien, and this is the bad way to be an alien. Yeah, I think it is just trying to sow dissent in the Justice League while they're not there to defend themselves. Also, I'm like 99% sure that Gordon Godfrey is working with the Light or the Reach or something. Like, maybe it's just the fact that it's Tim Curry and that man's an evil bastard and everything, but he has to. Like, he hates aliens, well, until, like, it's the Light's aliens, and he's all against the Justice League, but every single time the Light does something, he's just like, yeah, love this for the Earth. I don't know, I think he's working with the Light. I don't know if he's just an evil human being who's being paid off to use his platform for evil, or if he's actually a secret alien, because we've had a couple secret aliens, and that would be a fun twist. That would be like a nice, like, oh, I hate secret aliens, but I also am one. I mean, that could be fun. But yeah, he's totally evil. And I think the last thing I kind of want to talk about was kind of like the nonchalant reveal that apparently in Impulse's future, there's an evil Blue Beetle running around. That was like the weirdest cut of like, hey, here's an action scene. And suddenly, we didn't get like the beginning of that conversation. We just kind of like got cut right into the middle of him telling Blue Beetle that like, hey, dude, just so you know, the reason why I'm actually here is because there's an evil version of you in the future. Okay. There was like no lead up to that. But yeah, I wonder if that's just someone else wearing the Blue Beetle suit, which I'm more inclined to believe because I don't think Reyes is really a, you know, evil kind of person, but also like, you know, it's comics, so people switch from good to bad, back to good, another stint into evil for a little bit, okay, now we're back to good again, like all the time, so, okay. But I'm more inclined to believe that it's someone else wearing the suit. Also, mostly because no matter what happens or how, like, puberty hits that kid, he is never going to be built like that. That is not a human body type. That is a brick wall, if anything else, wearing the suit. It makes me interested, though, like, because the suit we've seen a lot of times just being, like, hyper-aggressive and very murdery. So, given the chance, like, would the suit, like, would the Scarab go evil? And the only thing that's keeping him from doing that is Jaime Reyes? Or is the Scarab fond of Reyes and is slowly learning how to be a better Scarab? I don't know. Part of me thinks yes, that it's not, like, a totally evil thing. Because it clearly has, like, a will of its own and a mind of its own. And we've seen it on multiple occasions, like, take over. But if it has the ability to do that all the time, like, why wouldn't it? Like, it only seems to have, like, taken over in, like, a desperate time of need. And, like, even here, it asked before taking full control. It didn't ask whenever Mount Jessup blew up, but, like, this time it's just, like, permission to take over and go, like, full commando, and so I'm thinking the Scarab at least cares for Blue Beetle, or maybe I'm just hoping it cares, but that makes it interesting to think of, like, then why is the future Blue Beetle like that? Like, if the Scarab is like this with Reyes, and let's say it is a different creature, then why is it so evil with another person? Unless they, like, alter it So it is less of an entity and more of a suit that doesn't have, like, a will of its own. Which is totally possible. They, you know, they're evil scientists. They experiment. They change things. Usually for the worst, but, you know. Yeah, I don't know if there's, like, much more to talk about in general. I think, yeah, there's, like, 3 big things in this, I'm sorry. The credits just say Mae Whitman as Stephanie Brown as well as Wonder Girl. When was Steph in here? I think I would have remembered if Spoiler was just running about. Oh my god, there was a girl in purple in the cage, wasn't there? Wait, I'm going back. The one that was just like, saw Robin put Bumblebee in his pocket and it was just like, not my problem. Because I'm pretty sure she was wearing purple and they always put Steph in purple. Wait. Oh my god, is that supposed to be Steph? She's wearing purple. She's got the blonde hair. She's wearing purple. She's got the blonde hair. Maybe. Here's the thing. Young Justice does this all the time. Like, I'm pretty sure Bumblebee was the girl who's a part of the Bumblebees in season 1. And they just kind of were like, yeah, she's a superhero now. Don't worry about it. Like, they do this all the time. They'll just have, like, pretty big superheroes just make minor cameos. And then next season, Stephanie shows up and she will, like, have a one-off, like, mention of, like, Robin and Batgirl during this moment. Not that that's, like, Stephanie's background at all, but we already have Artemis in this show who basically has Stephanie's backstory of, like, yeah, my father was an evil superhero and was awful, and now I'm taken in by this non-superpowered vigilante and am now his sidekick, and I'm now learning to do better. So, man, thought I was done with the reaction, but this is a weird note to end it on, but what are you gonna do? So that was my reaction to Season 2, Episode 10 of Young Justice, Before the Dawn. If you like this reaction, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and keeps me motivated to keep making more of these. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time. Bye.